My name is Drizzy from the British Blacklist. Would you like to let the people know who you are and how you contributed to this movie?
Hello, my name is Keith Beauchamp, and I am the producer and co-writer of Till.
Okay, now what was it about this story that made you want to be a part of it?
Well, this story has been a part of my life since I was 10 years old, when I first discovered the story in Jet magazine in my parents' study. And so ever since that time, I could never get that image out of Emmett Till. The image of Emmett Till out of my head. But throughout my life, the name kept resurfacing. I grew up in the Deep South in America. And this was a story that was often told to black kids to keep us aware of the racism that still exists in this country. And so I met Emmett Till's mother in '95, who became a mentor and friend of mine for 8.5 years until she unfortunately passed away. And this is something that she charged me to do. One, to fight justice for Emmett Lewis Till, and also make sure that his story is told on the big screen. And so this is why we're here today. It's been a 29-year effort for myself, an 18 or 20-year effort with Whoopi, Fred, Barbara, Broccoli. But we're finally here telling the story thanks to Chinoya Chiku.
Okay, it's 2022 and we're still dealing with issues that, we can reference to this movie. Why do you think it's so relevant now to have a movie like Till for moviegoers to see?
I'm glad you asked that question because there's no story that speaks more to this generation and the times and the political backdrop, not only what we're dealing with in America, but around the world, than the story of Emmett Till. We can all relate to being 14 years old, invincible, thinking that we have a huge life ahead of us, right? And so as young men, it hits us a little different than young ladies, but this is a story that's important. This story sparked the American Civil Rights Movement, is the reason why we have free liberties in the United States. And so this is a story that should not be forgotten. For if we forget our past, history will repeat itself, and that's what's happening not only in the United States, but around the world.
Okay, so you are a producer on the movie. From the outside looking in, if you were a moviegoer to go and watch this movie, what would you want to take from this movie?
Well, I want people to be encouraged to see this film. I believe as people of color, we don't have the luxury to sit idle by and watch injustices happen before our eyes. It is up to us to make a difference because we're born into activism. And it's up to that individual if they want to turn on that switch or not. So it's important for us to see this film, to see the great Shiro that Mother Mobley, my mentor. This has been an overwhelming experience. I'm trying not to break down on camera, but it's an overwhelming experience because all I ever wanted to do was to resurrect my mentor and friend because she had a great impact on my life, and I wanted people to have that same experience when they see this film. So this film is not just a story of loss, it's a story of triumph and power, specifically from a black woman's point of view. And so I hope this film will inspire all of us who are on the front lines continuing to fight for civil rights and human rights in this country and abroad.
Okay, well, we thank you very much for your time, and I can't wait to see the film. And I hope that I do get something out of it because you spoke very passionate about the movie, so I can't wait to see it now.
Thank you. So it's going to be your first time seeing it? Oh, wow. We should do a post interview afterwards because I think it would change you.
Okay,
Yes.
cool.
Yeah.
I appreciate your
Thank
time,
you.
man. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jim.
Thanks.